I feel very weird having my hair up with my chubby face on display. Welcome back to my channel, I hope you're well. So it's time for another installment of monthly favourites. We're on August. Yes, you heard that right. You've probably heard it like 20 times already before clicking on this video. But we're coming into September. All the kids are back in school. When I'm filming this today in Ireland, technically is like the going back to school day. So when I was scrolling through my Facebook this morning, it was just all pictures of cute kids in their school uniform, and I loved every minute of it. It was nice seeing them, although it's scary seeing like kids that I knew as babies like having their first day in school. It makes me feel very old. But anyway, we're here to talk about monthly favourites. August monthly favourites to be precise. Everything that I'm going to talk about is beauty related, so if you want to find out what I've been loving, just keep watching. So my first favourite will come as no surprise if you follow me on any other platform and you watch my videos. It has to be the Naked Heat Palette from Urban Decay. I don't know why I started saying that name, I say it a lot. But I got this palette at the beginning of August and I have literally used it every day that I've worn makeup. Honestly, every day. And like, I didn't think I would ever be a fan of these shades. Like, I always thought it was too pale, too pink toned. My eye colour didn't kind of suit warm tones. But gradually I've been buying more and more and kind of learning how they work well on me. And buying this has been a bit of a revelation because the shades are just so creamy and easy to blend that like I can build a colour and they just work really well, and I can kind of figure out the intensity that works for me. I have it on now with one of the Stila Magnificent Metals, the Rose Gold Retro over top, although I did use NYX Glitter Glue before I put that on because it tends to fall down a lot. But you can kind of see by looking at it which shades get more love than others, but I can honestly say I've dipped into every shade and kind of used it in some capacity throughout the last few weeks. The first Naked for me became my favourite again. It was really weird because I was using that again. I've kind of just made its way back onto like my makeup desk, and I've been using that, and that's kind of quite cool in a lot of ways. But I like, if someone had asked me then what was my favourite Naked palette, it would have been that. But I think this one just blows them all out of the water. Like, the quality of them shadows is fantastic, but these are just better. And I just bloody love it, and I better stop rambling because I'll be here all day. Like, I have a video using this, so I'll link it in the blog post below, and you can see it in action on my kind of paler skin if you want. But yeah, I bloody love it. I just realised I have 3 Urban Decay products that are my favourites this month. I think I'm an Urban Decay fan. Hashtag not spawn, hashtag wish. This is my next fave. This is part of the Heat collection as well. This is Torch, their 24/7 Glide On pencil, and it's in this like burnt brown orange shade. I have it in my waterline. That's kind of how I've been liking to wear it, although I have used it on my top lash line as well. Again, I didn't think I would ever be one to kind of wear these colours and be comfortable with it, but I just bloody love it. And I am a huge fan of these pencils in general. I have a bucket load of colours that I've bought over the years. That sounds really bad, over the years. Alright, pencils are grand. But yeah, I actually said this in my last video. I had a €2.50 voucher for them. It's €2.50. And I went in and I bought this. I think this is like 20 quid. So I paid €18 for it, which is pretty ridiculous for an eye pencil. But you do get quite a long wear of these. They last a pretty long time. And like, I haven't sharpened it yet, and I've been using it pretty regularly. But yeah, this had to go in as well because I just bloody love it. And I don't have a colour like this at all in my collection. Sure, I might as well stay on the Urban Decay bandwagon and add in my 3rd Urban Decay favourite and my 3rd favourite for the month of August. This was a gift from my lovely friend Sue Jordan, aka It's Cherry Sue, which I'm sure everybody knows. She's a very prolific blogger here in Ireland, and she's been doing it for a long time. But we went out for a few drinks a few weeks ago, and she kindly had this stashed in her bag for me, so I gladly took it. And this is new as well, I believe. It's the Urban Decay The Illuminizer. It's a translucent pressed beauty powder, and it looks a bit like that. Just looks like powder, and it has a sponge underneath that I don't really use. But this has, like, if you look at it really closely, I'll leave a picture of it in the blog post. I always do a blog post and linked below so you can kind of see it up close. But it has like flecks of shimmer in it. And again, I was a bit unsure because I have really oily skin. So what I've been doing is, now I do have it on its own now, so I might look a bit glowy, but I'm not mad at a bit of glow. I can handle a bit of glow once it's not greasy. I've been kind of powdering with like a matte powder and then applying this over top, and it kind of gives a lovely glow to the skin and kind of like a luminous feel without being too shiny or too iridescent. But it's just a really, really nice powder. As I said, if I wasn't extremely oily, I would completely get away with just using this on its own for setting everything and still kind of giving a luminosity to the skin. But I'm pretty oily, so I used this in conjunction with matte powder, and I really bloody love it. So my next fave was again a lovely gift from a friend of mine, Laura. She very kindly sent me this in the post, and I didn't know I was getting it, and I was extremely excited to receive it. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I have the shade Fair, and it works really well for me. I'm like an NC20 in MAC, so this is a teeny tiny little bit lighter than my skin, but that's good for under my eyes, for kind of brightening it. I like that look, so I'm happy enough with that. I think the applicator is ridiculous. Again, I spoke about this in my last video, and I've done a blog post on it as well, which again I'll link below. But this is just, I can see what the hype is. This is a blooming great concealer. Blends really well, covers really well. Like a lot of the time if I'm concealing under my eyes, I don't have humongous darkness under my eyes, but I do have a little bit. So I'll generally use like a bit of a corrector and then use concealer over top. But I can completely get away just using this as a concealer and corrector, and it cancels out any discoloration and it brightens up under my eyes as well. I always set my under eyes with powder, and for me it doesn't crease. I know a lot of people say it creases on them, but I don't have any issues with this creasing on me. And I wish Tarte, like I know we can get Tarte on QVC, but we have to pay an arm and a leg for it, and that bloody kills me. So Tarte, if you're watching, make it easier for Ireland to get our hands on your products, because we need them. So I have one more makeup favourite. This is predominantly makeup for this month. I apologise, but there's been a lot of new makeup in my life for the month of August. So my last makeup fave is this from Benefit. This is the Benefit 3D Brow Tones. And this is basically a brow gel, as you can see. Oh, I love doing this. And it's tinted, as you can see. But the difference with this is that it has like a shimmer, like an iridescence to it. And when I opened this, I thought, what the hell? But it bloody works. For me, I like my eyebrows quite dark, but sometimes I got overboard. And this is a teeny tiny bit lighter than my brows, and it kind of gives, well, I suppose this is what it's for, to be fair, so I'm kind of just giving you the marketing spiel. It kind of highlights your brows, so it gives like the light something to bounce off, and it, like the shimmer just works. It's not glitter or anything, it's just a bit of shimmer going through the formula, and I really, really like it. You won't notice that I have it on now, I'm sure, but it kind of, I have redness in my hair, and I feel like that this kind of complements the redness because I don't put any reds through my eyebrows. I have the shade 4, which I feel like is a perfect match for me, and it sets my brows as well, so like it puts the flyaways in their place too. And yeah, in fairness, Benefit in general are brilliant at brows. Like I have so many of the brow products and I love them, but this is my new favourite and I bloom and love it. So now I have 3 like skincare faves, and then we're done, I promise. So my first one is the Dr. Hauschka Soothing Cleansing Milk, and as you can see, I've been through a fair amount of this. Probably use a bit too much, but sure, hey ho. But I will say that the applicator, like in it, isn't long enough, and I'm having to kind of open it and scoop it out, which I find really annoying when in a pump. But other than that, I love this stuff. It's Dr. Hauschka is a natural skincare and beauty brand. So it's like full of lovely natural products, and it smells like it's full of lovely natural products. So this is a cleanser, and it's for removing your makeup as well. I don't really think of it as a milk, because when you apply it to your skin it kind of turns into an oil, but it's not like a sticky oil, and it doesn't kind of cling to your skin or anything. You can wash it away and like the makeup washes with it. I usually use it for a double cleanse, so I go in like first, rinse my face, and then I use it again and use like a muslin cloth or whatever to get everything off, and it gets rid of everything. I haven't really been using waterproof mascara at the minute because I got an LVL, but it gets rid of everything else really well. Like I still use liner and stuff, and it does a really good job. Once I double cleanse, it gets rid of everything. But like if you're prone to sensitivity, or you kind of want to use a more natural brand, this would be a good one to check out. And I got this in a press pack, but I'm just reading it here and it says limited edition, so I hope I can repurchase this. I hope it's in stores, I don't know, but I really like it, and it smells divine too. So my second last favourite is something that I picked up in Boots because I needed new shower gel, and I rarely buy shower gel for full price, I have to be honest. I generally go to the whatever's on special and stock up from that because I'm a stingy bitch. But this is the Dove Nourishing Care and Oil, and it's infused with Moroccan argan oil, and it nourishes and protects skin from dryness. And I've been really liking this. Number one, again, I'm a sucker for a smell. It smells really nice. And I find although it lathers, it doesn't kind of foam up, and I quite like that because I tend to use whatever shower gel I'm using for shaving as well. So I find this really good for like shaving my legs and my bits and all that good stuff, and my skin doesn't feel tight or irritated or anything, because I can get quite dry skin on my body, and I'm finding this is working a treat, and I pay like $1.50 for it. So I just thought I'd add it in because I've never tried this particular one before. Don't know if it's new, but I would definitely repurchase and I would recommend. And my last fave for the month of August is something I literally just did a blog post on, so I won't go into too much information because I have everything in the blog post, which I'll link in the blog post below as always. I'm like a broken record, I'm sorry. But this is the Clarins Double Serum. This is the new one for 2017. They've been making this since 1985, the year I was born, and they've reformulated it a few times. But I believe all of them formulations had mineral oil in it, which isn't a good thing, especially like this is 90 quid, especially when you're spending 90 quid on a skincare product. This one doesn't have mineral oil in it, and it contains 20 plant extracts, I believe, and the special ingredient is turmeric. So as I said, I won't get too much into the sciencey stuff because I did do a whole blog post on it, and I've definitely been using way too much of it. You only need a pump. I've been using like 2 or 3 pumps, God forbid. I went to the launch of this, so I got it in a goodie bag, but I actually said in the blog post, my mum commented on my skin and said it was looking, what did she say, bright. And I really think this is a contributing factor to that. I've been using it for probably about 5 weeks now, and I use a pump in the morning and I use it in the evening as well. I find it doesn't kind of interfere with my makeup, which can happen a lot for me if I don't use like something that's not specific for oily skin. But I haven't, like, it hasn't really been affecting my makeup at all, and it feels really nice in the evening. Sometimes I just use it on its own, and sometimes I use like an oil or a moisturiser over top. But yeah, 90 quid is a hell of a lot of money, I know, but I really bloody like it, and I really would recommend if you were kind of splurging and looking to treat yourself, because I definitely would. And if I had 90 quid to spare to repurchase it, I definitely would. And that's August in a nutshell. From a beauty perspective, wasn't the best month for 2017 from a world point of view and from my own personal point of view, but September is a new leaf and a new beginning. So yeah, let's go into this month fighting and gung-ho, and hopefully we can all have a good one. So as always, thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll hopefully talk to you in my next one. Bye bye.